When real women tell real stories, the world listens. And that's exactly why this book became a #1 international bestseller. Voices of the 21st Century, Unstoppable Women Standing Strong celebrates the courage, the truth, and the resilience of women who have chosen to stand strong through real moments in life. Hi, my name is Gail Watson. I'm founder and CEO of Women's Speakers Association, and today I'm honored to have a conversation with international best-selling author Samantha Savvy. This is your chance to connect with the heart of her story and the voice she brings to this powerful collection. Welcome, Samantha.
Hi, thank you so much for having me here today. I'm very excited.
So am I, because I'm even more excited to talk about the or bring forth the conversation that you share in this book, in your story entitled "She Who Refused to Stay Small." Love it already. And yeah, and I love how you recognize that, you being a little girl, carefree and happy, and then that joy starts to fade and you begin to shrink yourself. So, which is probably something a lot of people do. So, in just a few sentences, why don't you share what your story is about and really what inspired you to share this story?
Yeah, so I think the story, the reason that I shared the story is because it's kind of my origin story. And as I was doing some soul searching for this chapter, and because I'm starting this new journey as a speaker, and I thought, okay, what better way to start this journey than by starting at the beginning? And so that's why I went all the way back to childhood when I was a little girl. And um, you know, the memories that I have of growing up that I really was, this carefree, innocent little girl and, very, very joyous and happy all the time. And then, as you grow up and you start to learn more and more about the world, you kind of start to question some things or like question yourself, I suppose, and you start losing confidence in yourself, I think. And that's when, these programs of unworthiness start to be implanted in you, however they may happen for you. I think it's a common theme for most people. These seeds of unworthiness are planted, and then you spend your whole life kind of working around these programs that are simply not true. And then you wake up one day and all of a sudden you realize, holy crap, like I've spent my whole life like being this way or like thinking that I'm this person when this is not really who I am, and it's making me deeply unsatisfied and unhappy with myself. And then it's kind of about the journey of remembering who you are and remembering how powerful we are. And I think, especially as women, how powerful we are, and to, not let anybody try to stomp that light out of you.
Was there a defining moment for you as you know, got a little bit older? Was there something when the light switch went on for you? I mean, because what I really want to understand here is what did standing strong look like for you?
Oh, well, I think, it comes in phases, right? Standing strong comes in phases. And I think, a lot of that for me manifested in cutting out people from my life that were not healthy for me and that were not contributing to my success or my growth. And people who were, whether they were consciously or not, maybe I'll never know. But people who were actively trying to prevent me from becoming, a shining light in the world. And so it's almost as though their own insecurities, um, when they saw those little flickers of light that shine in me, And it's like they that scared them because it's like they knew that they didn't have that light themselves, and so then when they see those lights in other people, they want to actively prevent those people from sharing and spreading that light. And so for me, it was having the ability to cut people that were not supportive of my growth, but also cutting people very painfully who were actively against my growth or trying to crush me.
Sounds like a lot of lessons come from
Yes.
this journey, and you've been really um, present for receiving them. So let's talk about where that shows up in your life today, because I know your Savvy brand is all about empowerment. So share
Yes.
with us more about that.
Yeah, so the Savvy is actually is more than a brand for me. It's a movement, and it's a movement where I'm really trying to inspire and empower other people to step into their own light the way that I did. And so for me, I did that through dance and through DJing. And so it started with dancing and having the courage to put myself out there and compete on international stages and putting myself out there like that. But then making the transition slowly from a dancer into a DJ, and stepping onto that stage as well. And so my own journey is through dance and music, but the brand or the movement is really to inspire and uplift people, but also like women specifically who may also have experienced this kind of um, crushing, crushing of the light within them, and just say like, no, like you have something beautiful inside you, and you need to contribute that to the world. And so it's about using my story as a metaphor to help other women, other people to shine their light. And hopefully we can it's like a domino effect, right? Like when one light shines and the others start going off, and we can just spread the light around the world, as cliche as that sounds.
I love that. And that's a great movement to have. And it's crazy that we even have to create that movement. You'd think
Mm-hmm.
by now we would get it, and that we should be empowering, and we should be seeing those little girls out there and that are carefree and happy and embracing it and protecting it,
Yes.
instead of throwing things at them that just slowly suppress that growth. So really love that message. So when you think about, if you could envision perfect person or the group that would be holding this book, um, who's this book meant for?
I mean, the chapters, I'm excited to read it as well because I haven't read everyone's chapters yet, but I have read previous editions. And so I think this book is for, any person, any woman who is looking for inspiration to take that next step in their life. Because the stories are so powerful, and, it really resonates with you when you're on this journey of becoming, the best version of yourself. And I think, for people who are on that journey and need, the inspiration, but also just the reassurance that you're not in this alone, right? Because one of the beautiful things about this book is that because it's a collection of, sister authors, we can kind of support each other and recognize that you're not the only one dealing with these things. And then when we have a support system, we can grow that much stronger together.
100%. Absolutely. So, with that, where can we get a copy of your book?
So you can DM me for a copy of the book. It is Samantha Savvy official on Instagram or Facebook, so that's probably the best place to get it there.
So, Samantha Savvy, and it's spelled Savvy,
Yes,
Savvy.
yes,
Want to
Savvy.
make. Well, thank you, Samantha. I mean, your story is excellent, and your movement is so strong. And I would love to see your story in the hands of many, and it would encourage people to order a copy from Samantha and order more and start and get them out into your friends group, get them out into your communities, get them out into the schools so that we can really add fuel to this movement. So thank you for sharing all that you've learned from that little girl to the beautiful, savvy woman that you are with that
Yeah.
strength. And I just love your picture uh, beside your bio. It's on the back cover of the book. So when you get your copy of the book, you'll see this picture. Woo, it is just jumps off the page with
Oh,
strength,
thank
and
you.
I'm here and this is it, you know. So I love that. Love it, love it, love it. So just before we close this conversation, is there anything you'd like to leave with people listening today?
I would like to say to everyone listening, stand in the truth of who you are because only you know who you are. So don't listen to anyone else, just stand in your own truth.
That was easy. Stand in your own truth. Okay. Thanks so much, Samantha, and thanks for sharing your truth and standing in your truth and that power that's come with it. So really appreciate you. And to everyone listening right now, wherever you are in this world, we would love to wish you an amazing day. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you. Bye.